let's... Okie dokie. Slime 5, eh? An exercise in preventing mutations. Just getting in the practice, getting in the hours. Okay, again, Rock Slime could have pushed us off, but no dice. You fool, missed opportunity. You could have murdered me where I stood, and now I will grow to be stronger than you could possibly imagine. Destroy even the royal jelly itself. Imagine that. Mutations are fun though, right? Whenever you roll them well, definitely. And I have had my fair share of good mutation rolls, don't get me wrong. It used to be my favorite thing in the entire game, mutation roulette specifically. Nowadays, a little bit sketchier of a prospect, but still enjoyable, of course. Bad mutation rolls are fun too. Spoken like a true Jivia follower, for sure. I can respect that. Okie dokes. So, usual routine. It's the first time in a long time that I've had enough magic mapping to go through with my usual strategy. We are dragons, so we're gonna be probably waking up the royal jelly at some point here. I guess I could go Stormform until then. I don't know, Stormform just loud like whenever I zap someone? No, that seems like just normal amount of noise for slime killing. Like for now, not being able to read scrolls when damage makes it more interesting. That's definitely one way to think of it. I like the positive spin on things for sure. Are you resistant to electricity? You are, my friend. So that means that we whip out ye old dragon form for you, of course. And we can head to our stairs to just rest our way up, try and be in as safe of a position as possible moving forward. How am I going to deal with the royal jelly themselves, actually? That's another question that we probably should address before heading in. I mean, Manifold Assault with Dragon Form or Storm Form is pretty solid. We have some evocations for Condenser Vein. We can hope for, like, Ice or Fire Clouds. What else? We could read Immolation, I guess. Go the old-fashioned route. It's been a while since I did a full Immolation strat against our favorite Slime Lord. Holy moly. This is quite the collection of slimes. I'm surprised. There we go. There's the first big boy. An even bigger boy. Now that is pretty much about more what I was expecting to face in this situation. And perfect. Not too shabby here. Oh yeah, just a few slimes. You know, just a couple really. Why hello there, Your Majesty. Okay, am I ready for this? As ready as I'll ever be, maybe? Feels kind of hilarious when you plays Demon Spawn and find you win the game auxiliary item and wear it until your Ox mutation hits level 3 and can't wear it anymore. It's exciting as you won't know which level up will take away your power. Again, yeah, very much a silver lined approach, but I appreciate that. When thinking about rarity, because of you mentioned Dissolution, I feel like I've never played as a beastly demon spawn. Or a monstrous demon spawn. I've played a lot of demon spawns in my day. Maybe all the ones that would have rolled into monstrous died before they got the opportunity, which would be fair enough, but it's definitely interesting to me. But okay, let's hit you a couple times. That did not do very much damage. Turns out maybe I should have gone for like a brilliance play. If you damage the royal jelly and then run, is any of that progress saved, I wonder? Gosh darn it. Okay, teleport me out. Perfect. Do I dare read teleport again? Hope that it lands me somewhere a bit more reasonable. Okay, can at least kill you. Can kill you. upstairs here if things get truly dire, but I'm hoping they do not resort to that, or we don't need to resort to that even. Jeez Louise. You think it rolls on floor 0, but maybe they died before they realized, or before I realized they were monsters? Exactly, that's what I think happened. Because the odds are not very likely with the number of demon spawn that I've played that none of them would have rolled monsters, because it's like 10% or something, right? And I mean, if I can fail a 9% failure rate 4 times in a row just earlier in this stream, then you would think through hundreds of demon spawn, or potentially hundreds, I guess, that I would have seen it somewhere along the line. Okay, a little bit terrifying. That's fine, not the end of the world. Okay, golden eyes alone, nothing to be a problem. And perfect, gives me an opportunity to heal up finally after all this madness, all this nonsense. Is like 10%, you think, as well? Nice, yeah. Definitely low odds to have never seen them, to say the least. Okay, ooh, man. Well, well, well. Let's try this one more time, shall we? Where are you at, the royalist of old jellies? There you're at, the royalist of old jellies. Okay, we're going all out this time. I'm going to haste, I'm going to brilliance, we're going to slam you for one of those, we're going to go with immolation, really, and hopefully hit someone that is on fire. There we go, perfect. Start channeling magic while we're at it, and just try to murder you as quickly as possible. Then we can read a teleport. Get me the heck out of dodge here. I guess I can get in quite a few attacks before it takes place, thanks to haste. And perfect. Okay, whew. That's why we read the teleport early though, because we lost our ability to read scrolls mid-encounter there. But much better. You would have just used MCC. Oh right, we could have Divine Exegesis did, hey? That is, I think, the last time I killed the Royal Jelly. That is how I ended up doing so. How much damage do you do, Kitlewink? Even with cold resistance, you are nasty. 82 health, eh? That's... Oh, this did not work out the way I wanted it to. Do I dare try again? If I land on the walls, I might be dead. No, I think I just kill you. And run away. Perfect. Your human fire elemental is currently in slime dealing with the royal jelly also. Well, I wish you luck, Railbird. Currently don't have enough beauty for Divine Exegesis. Oof. You mentioned earlier to confirm that it is actually monstrous. You gotta notice that you got 2 different auxiliary facets. Exactly, yeah. But okie dokes. I guess them's the breaks. Let's go get our rune, shall we? Maybe, just maybe, if we can make it through the rest of this area without being turned to mincemeat, because we do have a bunch of slimes just wandering about, many of which are Zerjellies, as much as it pains me to admit. But okie dokes, let's do this. We replenish our haste and everything, so that's pretty nice. Stat ring, as much as I'd love to use you, unfortunately I don't think is really in the cards. And let's keep looting through. There's the rune. That's no good for a ring. I'll have to leave that be for now. Dang it. There's the Shield of Gong. Of course, on my cat run. Rough. Well, what else do we do here? Let's drop Acrobat and we can pick up the File of Floods. And okie dokie. That is looking a little bit better now. And hey, Wizard, thanks so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Always nice to see you. My day has been pretty good. It's been stressful, as all the cat runs have been as of late, but we are on the just starting to get onto the home stretch here, so that is at least something to write home about. Happy about that. Third rune down, and now we just have to make our way through Zot without getting myself horribly murdered like the last couple times. Should be fantastic. Drop enchant armor scrolls, they're pretty bad on Felid, you've heard. I don't know. What if we really want to make some fancy armor that we'll never be able to use in any way, shape, or form? You gotta think about these things. I also always forget that once you kill the royal jelly, old Jivia shrines disappear. Love that little wee bit of flavor. Oh, but I also should say, Wizard, how's your day? Did you come in from playing some DCSS as usual, or you tried something else today? How are you this weekend? Well, can always grab them then? Fair enough, fair enough. You know, I doubt I will ever step foot in that godforsaken area. Just kidding, Slime. I do kind of love you. There's a reason I go there pretty much every time for third rune. Though maybe not so much on the next, like, standard fighter style background we take, or even, I think we'll go Hunter on Baraki. But New Abyss is actually back to being pretty sick. It's nice that they took away the lack of experience there, because it was just a nightmare before. But okay, let's switch back to our willpower, I believe. Might be nice to have the Arlec instead of the MP plus 9. We can always, I guess, channel for the magic if we really need it. Yeah, let's go with that side of things. Then I can go Dragon to start out instead of Storm and see how it all goes down. Welcome to Heck. We at least have enough magic mapping that we can just map out the entirety of Zot here and see how it goes. Do you not think experience made it less of a nightmare? Oh, I don't know. I like the experience and I like the new extended floor layout. I don't know, I haven't been to like floors 5 through 7 yet. I think I found the rune in 3. The big one for me that makes it easier actually is not the experience. That mostly just stops it from being terrible, which is what it was when you couldn't gain any experience. Just such a rough ride on any character. But the fact that you can now explicitly be told when the rune is present, and it's way easier to see the little fancy green tiles now that they have that sparkle texture to them, makes it way easier to find the rune and just get the heck out of dodge. So I do like that. Your day is good, Wizard. You killed your Tengu Monk and Cocytus, which is a bit sad. Oh, always, yeah, losing character in Extended. Always a bit rough for sure. I'm sorry to hear it. Though, to be fair, you're also a lot better at getting to that stage in the game than I am, so at least you have that as a nice condolence, I guess. Still probably doesn't help too much at the moment. But yeah, sorry to hear about your Tengu. Okay, let's stop that. Auto Explore is not what we're looking for in life here. We are gonna play this as straight as we possibly can. Just murder you real quick. Tentacled Monstrosity, you can come hang out over here, my friend. Much better than when we had to deal with 2 of you in Swamp. This stage in the game, feeling a lot more comfortable. Again, immediately it goes to Auto Explore. I need to work on my muscle memory at some point here. I'm gonna get myself killed. And again, the goal in all things here is to just get through this time around. It's gonna be pretty hard pressed to go as poorly as it has in the past. So that's definitely a way to do it. Those dang shifters, eh? Okay, if I can blink out and not immediately be grabbed, and then throwing smokes. And let's just deal with these kiddos a few at a time if at all possible. In fact, I think we'll just head upstairs and heal up. Auto Explorer is great. That's why it's a complicated relationship, because I couldn't... What would I be without my Auto Explorer, you know? Sure, it gets me killed a lot of the time, but gosh darn it, I just keep coming back. I just can't say no to that dang O key. It knows me so well. Okay, there is the shifter again. It'd be nice if I could just kill it a little bit quicker this time. I had high hopes for that that Manifold Assault, because it is really... Yeah, just one away. There we go. And much better. Still a bit riskier of an approach than it probably should have been. I was going a bit wild at the end there, flying by the seat of my pants, but managed to get through so far in one piece, so that's nice. Then we can go take care of this final trapped Draconian. Perfect. And not too shabby. We've probably made enough noise here that we've attracted most of the attention that we will garner at any point, so we can just keep running with that. Now that is an interesting looking floor, might I say. Okay, so this way has just the one. It has this alarm trap, which I don't like, so maybe we will just head down this direction instead. Keeps us closer to upstairs, being that there's another one right over yonder, and so I do like to see that. You like to let RC File handle stopping you from dangerous situations so you can play carelessly yourself. One of these days I should definitely do some good work to actually set up my knit file here for offline play. There are just so many little benefits to be garnered for sure. But okay, this is looking like our first kind of nasty zone. We have quite the final area here. So what I think I will do to potentially get around some of the problematic situation is blast a hole through here. Draconians can fly. Okay, good to confirm. At least the strong leveled ones can. Hello, my friend? No, we're not coming? Where the heck did you go? That's so much scarier. Like Auto Explorer not opening doors makes it take more clicks, but it makes Auto Explorer safer so you can use it more recklessly, right? So it saves time at the end of the day regardless. I feel that. Okay, Moth of Wrath dead. Ice Dragon dead, that's another big one. Tell you what, my orb friend, I have a little surprise for you. Still have to survive a few turns, but just get blasted. Hear a lot of roars and noise. Don't like that. Let's just stand on this stairwell. This is now my new home, and I will defend it with the very fiber of my being. Okay. Not too shabby so far. I expected more attention, to be honest. That's great. Got Slimy Rune as your second rune. Nice, Railbird. That is because Jorgrin was guarding the entrance to Swamp 1 and you don't have a good way to deal with him. I feel that. Definitely have had a few runs with very similar scenarios. But I'm glad that you got the rune. Congrats. Always a good one. No shifters so far, so I'm at least feeling okay, even if not ideal. Also, thanks so much, Rainy Day tomorrow, for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Okay, just you alone is fine. I might as well run up and regenerate all my magic, I guess. There's no real reason to push ourselves to the brink by any extent. That's kind of the whole point of today's stream relative to how some of the previous attempts have gone, is I'm trying my best to listen to myself when I say to be, you know, just the slightest bit more patient, I should say. I'm actually gonna try to survive this time. Still no guarantees by any stretch of the imagination, but it should help out at the very least. in preventing yet another stupid death. We'll see how it goes. Still more Zot to go, baby. Okie dokes. Well, how are we looking here now? It's definitely quite a bit. Oh. It didn't give me the warning because I got hit by the gosh darn draconian. Fair enough. Well, let's just rectify the lack of flight there. You know, I'm very lucky. I did not know what the current behavior was for that. I mean, the game in general has made deep water and lava way less debilitating than it used to be back in the day. You know, it not being an instant death and all that. But I didn't realize that'd be totally fine. Just a bit of draining. I mean, sure, I'm just a single tiny little baby cat swimming in an ocean of lava, but perfectly realistic that I'm totally fine. Love it. Okay, Golem, you can't come through lava. Perfect. That we do like to see. Big fans of that right there. Don't know where you went, which I'm less of a fan of. I probably should clear out a little bit more of this area before moving on with my life, because it is very much in danger of being a retreat from even worse things found below, so that's great. Nethack would have killed you there. Previous versions of DCSS also would have killed me there. Again, deep lava and water used to be a nightmare zone that just was constantly a danger to insta-gib you. Absolutely zero opportunity to save yourself. You're just dead. Which is why I think they removed it, because it kind of sucks. Especially if you get like blown in there by a winddrake. It was a lot of very like slow positioning to make sure that just such a thing could never occur. But I'm grateful for it in this specific case. As much as I like the drama of an instant death, that would have been super anticlimactic after all the work that we've put in tonight. This game used to be more like Nethack. I don't think I've ever actually played Nethack, so I would not be in a position to answer that question, but if anyone else has some idea in that regard, definitely let us know. I feel like a lot of kind of old school roguelikes in general were way more similar back in the day, and then they've kind of all branched off into their own, you know, flavors and genres of how they felt the game should feel, so it would make a certain amount of sense to me if it were relatively similar to start off, and then things have kind of grown and expanded from there. Okay. I'll probably fight a Cursto. Fantastic. As a dragon, that works out quite nicely. Death Cob on their own, no problem whatsoever. I do want to be careful if they're slow, because that has been a factor in our recent misadventures. But okie dokes. Here's our first stairwell down. Might be relatively safe. If we peek over here, what the heck? It's a little vault area that I'll probably never care to explore, so that's fine. Let's just head on down and see what our final Orb of Zot looks like, shall we? Okay, not too bad of a start. Insta-murder everyone in sight. Love it. Absolutely adore it. Ooh, an entrance to a lung that is not trapped beyond belief. How about that? It's a miracle, really. Lots of alarm traps, though. So that's going to be fun. Definitely, let's block that one off from being in sight regardless, because it's going to be a nightmare. Easy game, congrats. I appreciate the optimism. I don't know if I'm feeling quite as ready to call this one yet, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Same time. By the same token, I both do and do not believe. Okay, I cannot... I was about to say I cannot afford to take a trapdoor upstairs. Oh, and I can't read scrolls. Oh, Okay. Well, this might be that and extremely anticlimactic end that we were just discussing, but that's fine. At least I have one extra life. I'm almost touching the orb. What could possibly go wrong? Right? Nothing. Nothing could possibly go wrong. And Quicksilver myself to remove minus scroll and remove everything, right? I mean, I'm already losing dragons, so that's not the end of the world. This son of a gun is probably just gonna blast me again here. So rude, so rude. I'm guessing this is a piercing bolt, right? Because it's tempting, like, is summoning the answer here? If I do die and I get dropped directly into a lung, that's when I want to start pulling out all the stops. I guess the right answer here is to yet again call on Sif Muna. Sif, are you listening? I need some exegesis of the divine nature. Or of a divine nature, I should say. And then do we just... I think just Death's Door again. And I failed to use my ability. That's not great. Let's try again. Much better. Then do I just run for it? I feel like I need to murder you. I'll bolt to piercing Dragon's Call. Unfortunately, Dragon's Call wouldn't have saved me, so I was a little sketchy about that. Okay. Then do I fight my little tiny feline heart out? Get some dragon on dragon violence going here. Okay, well, let's see how you like it, huh? How does it feel to be Quicksilvered, you son of a gun? Perfect, though. Managed to survive. We do need to gain more piety before we can do that again, so I don't know what I'm going to do with the next Quicksilver dragon that we come across. Minor concerns in that department, but I'm sure we'll be fine. You only ever cast Dragon's Call with exegesis. It's a cool spell. It's a very cool spell. Yeah, if you have the mana to keep it pumping out dragons, it is super strong. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let's head down here. Let's dig in such a fashion. In fact, if I just say nay to you. Oh, that's all in sightline, hey? Or maybe, no, I just don't see that these walls exist. Let's maybe go with like this. I like that. Sif also gives channels, so that's convenient for sure. Drop scale's nice, right? If only, if only. Okay. This should all be safe. Come on, game. There's a little bit of common sense that you can apply to this situation, DCSS. Guess even just digging this way isn't too bad. Almost out of digging charges, but that should avoid the alarm trap itself, so that's nice. Just blast that cursed toe real quick, and that might just be everyone. Perfect. Oh, I just removed all my exclusions. Let's rectify that before I do something silly, shall we? Put those bad boys back down. That one we'll have to get into range of at some point, but I'm not going to worry about that for the moment here. Okay, got marked. There we go. There's some attention. Not a bad place to be marked, really. Off on a lurch here in my own little world. I don't mind that whatsoever. And run upstairs to heal and all that goodness. Making noise at this stairwell is slightly sketchy because I don't know who all is around here. It's tempting to maybe let out a couple roars, get as much attention as we possibly can before moving forward. Well, maybe that's all that will come our way. Maybe that's all the attention we garnered. Wouldn't that be nice? Or not? that's cool too, honestly. Not the end of the world. Every enemy that we fight here is an enemy we don't have to fight in the lungs itself, so I'd call that one a win. Unfortunately, the alarm went off on this side of the map, which means we probably woke up buddies from this lung, and we're not going to that lung. We're going here, I think. I guess always could be open to change my mind. I try to be as open-minded as possible in general. Okay, definitely... I was about to say I should try and kill this dragon before they get berserked, and that's still true. Jeez, being slowed at an unfortunate time, not ideal, my bad. Okay, let's slow this down though. Take a wee bit of a breath here. Cobb can't be berserked. Quicksilver does remove Berserk, that's good to note for sure, if need be here. Hoping that it won't become necessary to worry about, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did. I mean, I could blink. Could blink again. Keep ending up in a worse spot. Okay. Kill the storm dragon. Oh, go berserk. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hopefully I don't land in a lung. Okay, that's my final life, folks. Scary, scary. Does Quicksilver also remove / prevent exhausted if it wipes Zerk? That's interesting. I would think so, right? You don't think Quicksilver removes Berserk Wizard? At least not in Trunk? Or at least in Trunk? Interesting. Well, hopefully we never have to learn the truth of it, and we just are fine as is. That's the dream, at least. We never have to be bothered to learn something. That is good news in my book. Channel magic to get rid of that son of a gun. Cursed Toe should die the old-fashioned way. Being in sight range of this alarm trap for no reason that whole time, probably not ideal, but that's fine. Now where the heck did that cob go? You're not a death cob. What the heck is even that? There we go. Okay.